Hey everybody, Beau here, and well, we got a lot to cover about Botcon, but before we get down to that, let me just say that this video is going to be pretty long. I'm probably going to do two parts. So this is what the one you're watching now is about the sets and all of that. And in my next video, we'll get to the reveals, which they haven't announced yet, but we shall get some announcements very, very soon. Let's get down to it. So, yeah, Botcon 2015 is upon us. Before we get down to it, I would like to say that I did want to go. Let's put it that way. I did want to go to Botcon 2015, and it's all the way in Illinois though. I can't travel there. I can't travel all the way down there, and hopefully next year it'll be a little bit closer because honestly, I have to say, like, I don't want it to set, but I'll never afford it now because the aftermarket is just enormous. They just completely raise the roof with their prices. So yeah, I can't. There's no way I'm gonna get it now. It's just gonna be way too expensive. So let's review the set. The theme of the year is Cybertron's Most Wanted, which I understand why, because robots in disguise, combiner hunters, you can see the theme here. All of them involve, like, criminals and such. And, robots in disguise are mainly taking out Decepticon criminals and putting them back in their cell. This one's kind of following the same formula. So, it's good. It's a good idea. I have no idea why I'm doing this. It's a good theme. I'll admit it's a good theme. It's not the worst theme I've ever heard, but it's a theme that I can get around, so that's nice. This set consisted of whatchamacallit? The set consisted of Oilmaster, Battletrap, Packrat, Megatron, and Stepper. So we'll go one by one with them because I kind of give them a small tidbits of my feelings of them on previous videos. So let's get down to it. Packrat, I'm still gonna say it. He should have been a Generations offering. That should have been, like, the paint job on that thing is just such Generations offering. And I know I'm not the only one who says it, but yeah, that definitely needed to be a Generations offering. It's just not. It's just not meant for a Botcon set at all, in my opinion. So yeah, I don't know. Definitely would pass on it because it's just not that good looking a figure to begin with. So there's that. What else? So that's that. I mean, it's a good mold. I mean, it's a great mold actually. And I actually have the original one right here. If I can grab it off my shelf. See, look, I have the original one right here, and yeah, it's not that well painted, but I'm sorry, it is nice. It's not like too many paint apps, but it's still what the original one had. I mean, that's what the original Rat Trap looked like before. So, and sorry if my lighting keeps going up and down, because my camera doesn't like that. So even though it's not really that well painted, or doesn't have that many paint apps, it still retains what the original Rat Trap had, and I'm glad for that, and it looks fantastic. This one, on the other hand, it just doesn't look that good. It's just blue and repeal paint apps. I expect more out of a Botcon, let's say that. Like the Collectors Club with Lyle Convoy, this looks great. It just looks great. And it definitely retains what Lyle Convoy looks like. So kind of a little bit disappointed that kind of fell short. So yeah, there's that. I don't really like it. It doesn't look that good. Let's say that. Next one we get down to is Battletrap. Oh my god, that toy looks amazing. It just looks so good. It's using the Springer mold, and it's just a great mold. I mean, I love the Springer mold, and using it as a Botcon it just works. It works so well, and man, the paint job on that looks really good. Yeah, if that goes in the aftermarket, I definitely would find it because it just looks so good. I definitely would pick that up because it just looks so good. So thumbs up on that one. They pulled a clever little trick there with that mold. So next one we got to get down to is Stepper. I kind of went a little overzealous with my video review on that one. I said it looked fantastic. I kind of looking at it now, it's okay for what it is. I mean, I kind of went a little overzealous on that video. Looking at it now, yeah, it doesn't look. It's okay. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I don't know. I don't know. Putting orange on the jazz mold is not really pleasing to the eye. So yeah, I kind of went a little overzealous on my review. Now after looking at it, it doesn't look. It's not the worst. It's not really that good. Let's put it that way. So that's that. I mean, it does come to another Target Master. Don't really care. I do like the vehicle mode. Let's say that. Next one we get down to is Megatron. For those who don't know, people are trying to figure out why does he look like this. It's mainly to pay an homage to his movie version. Is a Dark of the Moon appearance. So you can kind of tell from the brown and the gray, and the green and stuff like that. Not a bad use of the mold. I will say that first and foremost, it's not a bad use of the mold. I definitely like the breakdown mold. I have the Silas breakdown molds. It's kind of the same thing. It's pretty much the same thing. Yeah, not a bad mold at all. I mean, definitely not bad to use. And using it as Megatron is not terrible, but I will admit I kind of wanted to use something different, like I'm trying to figure out what would make a good Megatron. I was gonna say Blitzwing, but I don't want to see all those problems. So, and unfortunately, I'm not really seeing anything on the shelves right now. Unfortunately, so I'm sure there was something better, but I think that the breakdown mold is not a terrible thing. It's not terrible to use for Megatron, and definitely would buy it as Megatron. So yeah, it's good. And the last one we need to get down to is Oil Master. Dude, first of all, this was a canceled Pretender shell. If you guys don't know, this was a canceled Pretender shell. It was never destined to see release, and I think it was showing off at Botcon 1996. So this is a brand new Pretender shell, and I definitely love the look of it. Even down to the Swerve toy, the little Swerve that's in there, it definitely looks good, and I definitely would buy it on site because it just looks great. And I love that Hasbro's going a little bit more deeper into the toys for Botcon. They look for anything that's canceled or old, and they'll just use a new mold out of it. So definitely happy on that, and definitely would pick it up if I see it. So there's that. And so yeah, I mean the set's it's a nice set. It's a nice little set. I wish I would have picked it up. I wish I would have bought it once the registration went online, but I don't know. It just didn't click, let's say that. But it's a nice set. I definitely would pick it up if the price wasn't so big. So you see where I'm going at. Now we get down to the souvenirs. I didn't talk about these, but now we're going to talk about them. We'll start off with the Generation 2 set. Something that I was wrong about. I did not know. I've been saying that I did not think that they were going to use a Generation 2. That that leaked Generation 2 Prime that we were seeing as a possible Botcon exclusive. I mentioned in a previous video that there's no way that they're going to use it. It just seems a little bit too obvious. And a little bit too, pictures are really good looking, and it just seems a little bit too obvious. Well, screw that, because they are using it, and it's definitely a Botcon exclusive. They revealed it, and I already give you my opinion on that toy, so if you want to check it out, I'll show you the video. We'll talk about the other thing that's in the Generation 2 set. Sergeant Hound, who is using the scoop mold. I really don't like the look of that toy. I really don't. Not that many paint applications. If you're talking about homages, it nails it. But I don't know. Doesn't look that impressive to me. So not buying it. Not buying it one bit. Just doesn't look that perfect. And doesn't really translate well as a transformer. It just seems like it looks like an unpainted prototype. So I don't know. It doesn't really click. So it's okay. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. That's that. Let's get to the Diaclone set. We'll start off with Lift Ticket, who is a repaint of Hoist. Reminds me a lot of Ironhide, but looks good. I honestly forgot the Hoist mold really existed for a little while. I was really thinking about Trail Cutter a whole lot. So, yeah, I don't know why, but Hoist kind of drifted off for a little while. So, it's a nice mold. I really like the mold, and I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, nice mold, and, you know, it works since it's Diaclone. Then you got the Skids repaint. I don't know the name. I forgot the name. I'm sorry. I forgot about the name. I can't remember what that name was. But this one was also leaked online. The Diaclone Skids. Didn't know it was going to be a Botcon exclusive. I thought it was going to be like some Takara exclusive or something. But no, it's a Botcon exclusive. Really, really like it. Like it black, and just works. And as an homage to a Diaclone, that works. So it's really nice, and I appreciate the effort in doing the Diaclone set. It definitely shows us that Hasbro is a little bit more involved with the Transformers and a little bit more into it. So very, very happy with that. So that's a plus for me. And the last thing about the whole Botcon sets, I'm not gonna get into the Creo set. I mean, I don't do Creo, so there's that. We'll get down to the troop builder, which this year's is Waspinator. There's 4 Waspinator toys in different colors. I forget what they're called. The Warders. I think they're called Warders. I can't really say the name. Really, really like the look at the set. I don't think it's the best troop builder that we had. I will still say the Rainmakers is still the best one that we've gotten. I mean, I've got a troop builder right here. I mean, from a Botcon 2014. Like, 2013 was Rainmakers. 2014 was these guys, Wingspan and Pounce. And this year's is the Waspinator molds, and very, very great. It's a great mold. I'll definitely give it that. And using those as colors or different colors, that works. I mean, it's a troop builder. It's a very popular mold. It works, and they don't look bad at all. And yeah, I really like the look of them. Each individual one looks nice. Yeah, I'm very interested to see. Like, I honestly didn't believe that they were going to use the Waspinator mold as a troop builder. I was expecting maybe because I saw the leak, because I was thinking of the custom class Galvanova, and I was thinking that maybe they'll do a troop builder of this, since we have like a Lio Convoy, a Nova Prime, and a Galva Convoy. I was expecting maybe a troop builder of that. But no, it's the Waspinator mold, and I don't really care. I'm not gonna say I don't care. I actually don't mind that they're using the Waspinator mold, so it's a good looking troop builder, and I definitely would get it if I see it, but I'll never afford it, so I'm just being sarcastic. So yeah, so overall, this entire set with the souvenirs included, it's a nice set. It definitely is. It's a nice little set, and I definitely would recommend getting it if you can purchase all of them. And it's a nice set. It really is. It definitely is a nice set. And I would pick it up if I had the money for it. So definitely would pick it up if I can. And it's just really nice. I just wish I had the money. Let's just say that. So yeah, that's my review of the set. And now all we have to do is wait for the reveals, and then we'll get down to that, and we will talk about it. And now I'm just stalling now, so